All right, we're in round 2. We have the choice. We'll play first. And yes, definitely a keep, despite not really having a play until turn 4. Although that's not necessarily true. My opponent drops like a Dromoko Warrior or something. We're going to let Faithful loose. All right, you know what? I think Faithful's coming loose anyway. Oh, never mind. So we get to go Scholar into Dragon, which is pretty nice. Whoa. A little bit of 3-color action with Shadow Spear? That's weird. All right. Brawler is down. So could bait with the Surveyor, but I think we'll just go Dragon till we see some removal here. All right. It's acceptable. We'll take 4 trample. I don't even want to put a Scholar in front of it. All right, let's do Swamp. This is actually interesting. It's got 6 mana. I think we're gonna smash here. Not gonna pay. We'll go Surveyor bounce and pass. Could have played the Faithful plus the. Could have used the activation plus Drowner, but I don't know. Just getting rid of the rune mark there seemed pretty good to me. I mean, if my opponent dashes, that's like pretty good for me. So that's the best he's got. Alright, so he's a dragon deck perhaps. Definitely motivates me to save my Sidisi's Faithful. Alright, pretty nice draws we're having here, I gotta say. So let's draw 2 first, I guess. See what we need. Illusory Gains, Stratus Dancer, Soul Flare. I like the Stratus Dancer. Gives us a good out to spells. I like those other cards too, by the way, but I think having the negate is going to be pretty nice with the quantity of flyers we have at the moment. All right. Well, not sure about my opponent's deck yet. He has a Deathbringer Regent, which is a dragon. I see. So Haven and Spirit Dragon, bringing that back at some point was his plan. And this makes it one cheaper. So technically he could have cast it with another mana. Another 2 mana. Wait, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, deck played pretty awesome there. Opponent didn't really pressure us all that much, although he did have the turn 1 Shadow Spear. Sideboard plan against this deck. I don't know yet. Information is still limited. Could do like a Disdain if he's dragon heavy. And then maybe I want to swap High Priest for Skullkeeper. So Disdain's a little more fueled. Could see that actually. Disdain's not all that good, but if my opponent is running a fair amount of dragons, which I'm totally presuming based on the fact that he's running the Ugin and the Dragonlord Servant that he's got a fair amount of dragons in there. I think I'm going to speculatively put in Disdain, drop the High Priest, bring in Skullkeeper, and I guess I would have to drop something else at that point. So maybe it's not worth it. All right, let's see what dragons he's got beyond. I mean, countering Deathbringer Regent with Disdain would be pretty nice, but my thinking is I've already got the Sorcerer, so I've already got a counterspell for it, or I can just steal it. So, all right, let's try this out again. Good looking hand. Opponent's also keeping. So the question is, if I don't draw a land after I play the Emissary, should I drop a Stratus Dancer just to get some pressure down? I don't know. It's not a bad question, I suppose. Still get one more turn to find out if I want to make that play, which, like I said, I'm not opposed to at the moment. All right, turns out to not matter, which is nice. So I guess, yeah, we'll open a Stratus Dancer and pass. All right, Hand of Silumgar, not that big of a deal. That's interesting. Missing a land drop here is a bit of a big deal. I think I'm going to drop Palace Familiar. Basically, I miss out on leaving my Stratus Dancer up for a turn, but at the same time, I get a dude who can attack, is pretty good with Butcher's Glee, and I can draw a card off of, so it seems worth it this turn. Alright, so we got the 4th land, which I guess means we swing with the Familiar. Guess if I get another land, I can Illusory Gains a dragon, but yeah, we'll see. Alright, we'll bust it. Seems like a good opportunity. I just feel like he's going to play a dragon this turn anyway, so why not flip this and start using my mana again. I mean, what would Pinion Feast have really done there? It would have turned this into a 4/3 Death Touch. He wouldn't have had Formidable still, but a 4/3 Death Touch is nothing to scoff at. All right. I mean, that obviously would have been a better target for Stratus Dancer, but I'm not really concerned about it. Still cannot play Soul Flare, unfortunately. We are close, though. I guess we just bash with Pals Familiar. Dragon's not going to be active for a while if I morph it here. I kind of want to just play it at 6. But I think I'm going to end up Douse and Glooming my opponent's Hand of Silumgar. I'm going to wait, but my plan is to Douse and Gloom my opponent's Hand of Silumgar, which turns on Soul Flare. Okay, so he's at Dragon mana. He doesn't have the double black yet for Regent. And now there's less creatures on board too, which makes Regent slightly more difficult. So let's get Soul Flare down. Can't play anything else anyway, so make sure I hit the flyer. Should have attacked first, but we'll see if it's relevant or not. If I could have left up Butcher's Glee, I would have, fully delved, but I can't. So even if he has Deathbringer's Regent, I thought, well, he doesn't have the second black. All right. Cannot counter that, but at least we're a mana away from Acid Spewer Dragon now, so that's good. Just cast this. Let's actually attack first this time. So hopefully I get to untap with Dragon so I can Butcher's Glee. He's at Regent mana, but like I said, I think it's more than 5, but maybe it is 5 or more. Five or more. All right. He gets the goods, unfortunately, but I guess we get to draw a card. We get to get a creature. We get to illusory gains, so it's not the worst. It's not the best either, but not the worst. Could wait for him to play another creature. It's actually not that bad of an idea, come to think of it. I'm going to let him play another creature. I basically... My thinking here is, if he has another creature, he's definitely going to want to play it after the Deathbringer Regent. If I can get all the creatures out of his hand, this illusory gains can stick around long enough to do everything I need it to do. I really want him to play a creature here, bad. Perfect. And that one's actually pretty brutal. Not even pretty. That one is very brutal against... and yes, I could have blocked with Pals Familiar, but my thinking was... So I'm at 7 mana now, which means I can't do gains plus Glee. So I think that we actually just... I don't even need 2 illusory gains yet. I kind of want to save gains. Is that wrong or right? I don't know, but we'll find out. I want to have him in top deck mode, essentially. So we're still racing fairly well. So this can bring back power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped or attacking. So you can get Hand of Silumgar or Servant back. Alright, 1 card left in hand. Ooh, Silumgar Sorcerer is nice. Kinda wanna... I wish this was a warrior. I don't think it matters that much. Alicia does hold back my army fairly well, though. I can't even Butcher's Glee past that, which is kind of a problem. It does kind of make... So I can illusory gains, but then I can't leave up Sorcerer. And I can't really attack. So if I illusory gains, I can attack with my Pal's Familiar. I don't like it. I'm going to pass. If I get another mana, then I can illusory gains plus Sorcerer, and I think that's much better. So I'm going to pass here. Because then I can make sure I keep my Deathbringer Regent past a creature draw. If he plays a creature here, I mean, depending on what it is, I'll Sorcerer. But my plan now is double block Alicia, I think. He did draw a creature. Do I want to Sorcerer that? I don't think I really care about a Brawler so much. Okay, we'll take 5 here. Basically just need to draw a land, and I feel pretty confident. Oh, Beltoll's actually not bad. So let's guess we swing Pal's Familiar. Morph Beltoll. Leave up Silumgar Sorcerer. I mean, the Butcher's Glee kind of gets us back in the race, too. If you just... Like, Scream Reach Brawler is not worth countering, but I see the argument for countering, like, a better creature, for sure. Hunt the Weak. Well, it's a good time to Butcher's Glee. Jeez. All right. Still gets the counter, too. Well, my opponent's last 2 cards were pretty bonkers. Pretty happy he didn't attack with Alicia, but... Alright. Did get the land, so at least we can do this play now. So, don't have to worry about the next creature top deck, and Regent's gonna beat down pretty good for us. I suppose Hand of Silumgar is what's coming back. Dragonlord Servant. Oh, wait, because he gets... I see. That's right. I didn't think about that. That's kind of a bummer, actually. But I guess at least we get to crack in. How much am I cracking in for, though? Not enough. And I can't kill Alicia? Jeez. Well, Alicia, unfortunately good against illusory gains. Should have thought about that. Yeah, it's a pretty big bummer. Alright. Let's get in with Fanatic, I guess. I need to get as much damage in as I can, I guess. Opponent's at 7. Let me think about this. I take 9, and I play a sorcerer, no exploit. Kraken with everything. He blocks the biggest guy, takes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 short of lethal. I think I'm just going to take... Well, it's still... I don't want to get a shambling goblin, I don't think. Question is, do I want to sack the Palace Familiar? I probably need a good draw here. Oh, it helps. That actually really does help. So, make sure I don't die. So if I attack with Fanatic and Sorcerer, my opponent, and I reduce in stature that, my opponent cracks back with this, gets back 2 or power or less guy, which at best is Hand of Silumgar, I believe. So let's say my opponent gets Hand of Silumgar back, cracks in for 8. I have 1 blocker. I block the 4 power guy. I take 4. I go to 1. Seems about right. I mean, let's swing first. Definitely want him to go to 2. Oh. Well, that helps. I mean, I basically just have to go damage prevention mode here. Uh-oh. Shambling Goblin. Oh, so I get that instead? Oh. So I go to 1. Wait, how does that work? So it's tapped, but it's not attacking because it's not able to. Makes sense. So, what's the play now? I guess Aven Surveyor on Alicia, because then I get it when he replays it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's double attack here. Wish I had another warrior. Just in case. All right. Wow. That was a crazy match. All right, well, after misplaying the illusory gains versus the Alicia, still managed to get there. So just fighting through kind of sloppy play on my part and still managing to get victory. So that's pretty satisfying. All right, we'll see you in the finals.